What is up? What is up? What is up? What is up? Awesome people of the internet. Happy Saturday, guys. We have seen two fantastic games of WNBA basketball today. And guys, we got to talk about, in this one, we're going to talk about the Las Vegas Aces versus the LA Sparks. Guys, this one was a close one, a very, very close game that I wasn't really sure exactly who was going to win the game until the last couple of minutes in the game. It was a back and forth affair. LA held their own, but ultimately they did lose to the Las Vegas Aces. 89 Aces, 82 LA Sparks. What a fantastic game. We saw the rookies. Hey, the rookies was doing a thing today, okay? Cameron Brink, Kate Martin, Rickea Jackson, they were doing their thing. We're going to talk about specifically what they were able to do today. But also, I do want to start off with the first quarter. Guys, this one was a very, very close game. At the end of the first quarter, we actually saw the LA Sparks actually have the lead, which was, in my opinion, pretty surprising. Guys, I do want you all to know that we're going to see a different, overall, this is going to be a different Las Vegas Aces team than what we've seen in the past. The reason why is because we have Chelsea Gray, who's still out. She has a foot injury or leg injury. She's been out, all season, all during preseason. She missed. Now it's going to be her second game that she's missing, and she's still probably going to be out for a little bit longer. And this Las Vegas Aces team has to learn how to win without her, and without their point guard, they had to have Jackie Young, for the most part, run the point for this team. And by the way, she did do a phenomenal job, but it was a closer game than what was expected. So at the end of the first quarter, we saw, the Las Vegas Aces down. Not a sight that you see very often. They weren't down by much, but they were still down. A couple of things that I really want to highlight in that first quarter is that we saw other players having to step up for this Las Vegas Aces team. Of course, this team has a lot of scorers, but for the most part, they run at the speed of A'ja Wilson. She was not doing her normal thing in the first quarter. So Alysha Clark hit some shots. We saw Kelsey Plum, hit some shots as well. Jackie Young doing her thing as well. A'ja Wilson was shooting, but for the most part, she was missing. She did make one layup in that first quarter, but other than that, she was missing some shots. But from the Las Vegas Aces, Kia Nurse continues to do her thing for the squad. I really, really like the fact that Kia Nurse is on this LA Sparks team. I think it's a really, really good pairing. Lexie Brown doing her thing as well. Dearica Hamby, she didn't do a ton in that first quarter, but guys, this was a start. That first quarter was just a start for Dearica Hamby. Dearica Hamby loses her mind in this game and just was phenomenal. We're gonna get more into like how specifically Dearica Hamby was just beasting. But yeah, that was the first quarter. It was a very, very very close first quarter, and not what I at least expected coming into this game. Now, when we look at the second quarter, definitely the Las Vegas Aces was like, "Yep, we got it." they got back in the swing of things. And specifically, I want to talk about the last, I would say the last like 4:30 in the game, or in that first half. The last 4 minutes and 30 seconds in that first half. And the reason why is because, guys, there was a substitution. There was a substitution that the Las Vegas Aces did, and in my opinion, that helped to make them have this huge run. And the player that was brought in the game, and the player that was a huge X factor throughout this entire game, was Kate Martin. I'm going to talk more about her in a sec, but like Kate Martin, she really did do her thing in that second quarter to sort of spearhead this Las Vegas Aces. It wasn't about the points. It wasn't about the points. It was about the defensive effort. It was about just the overall intensity of her play that, to me, really, really gave the Las Vegas Aces a spark. They scored 17 points in that last 4 minutes, and they pressure the LA Sparks. And the LA Sparks, I believe they had 5 turnovers in the last 4 minutes of that first half. Truly, truly, truly amazing stuff for the Las Vegas Aces. But guys, one thing I do want to say is that Cameron Brink, just we know what to expect from Cameron Brink. We know what to expect. We expect block shots and we expect fouling. And that's what she really did in that first half. She did leave that first half with some foul trouble. So that's something that for sure, as the season goes on, that's something that she for sure has to work on. Let's talk about the third quarter. The third quarter, it was the LA Sparks sort of getting their groove back a little bit in the game and getting some points scored in the game. We saw the third quarter sort of be a pretty even match. 29 for Las Vegas, 26 for LA in that third quarter alone. The third quarter was a little bit of everybody, right? Dearica Hamby was doing her thing. A'ja Wilson started to heat up. Again, she was cold for the most part to start the game, but she did start to heat up in that second half. Dearica Hamby does her thing. Kelsey Plum does her thing, and it was just a back and forth game. Lexie Brown did her thing as well. And it was a chess match. It was an absolute chess match. One thing that I thought was pretty fun in that third quarter, I believe it was the third quarter. It was either the third quarter or the fourth quarter, where A'ja Wilson had the ball and she was dribbling it down, and then we saw Zia Cooke steal the ball. I thought that was pretty nice. Because the thing is, you all probably remember the welcome to the league moment that Zia Cooke had last year when A'ja Wilson blocked her stuff in a game. And I thought that was, it wasn't really, getting back at A'ja for that, but I thought that was a pretty nice move for Zia Cooke with that steal. But overall, it was a really, really back and forth game. I wasn't really sure who was going to make some stuff happen in that third quarter. And then we went into the fourth quarter, and the fourth quarter was just the LA Sparks doing a thing. But, it wasn't enough. It was not enough at all. Yes, the LA Sparks do outscore the Las Vegas Aces in that fourth quarter, but Dearica Hamby just wasn't enough for this team. And we saw the Las Vegas Aces hold out. And guys, I will say this, fantastic play from Dearica Hamby, and actually let's specifically get into these players. And I do want to start it off talking about Dearica Hamby. Now, Dearica Hamby finishes this game with. Also, guys, let me know what y'all think about these graphics. I mean, I'm trying to elevate my graphic game. Dearica Hamby finishes this game with 29 points. She has 9 rebounds, 1 assist. Guys, she was really, really doing everything for this Los Angeles Sparks team. She's been playing 3x3 for a while now, and I really believe that this has helped her dramatically. This has really, really helped her dramatically in terms of her bag. Like, she has so much in her offensive bag now because of what she was able to do with 3x3. Hamby, it's something about these it's something about these mamas, man. Mother's Day was this past Sunday, and that hasn't worn off for Dearica Hamby. She letting everybody know that yes, she has 2 kids, and she is still a baller. She got 2 kids, and she's still dropping 29 points on you. When there's some ladies in the WNBA that never had kids, and they ain't never gonna score no 29 points. So Dearica Hamby was doing her thing. This is a team in the Los Angeles Sparks that, again, they came into the season, and I was like, I don't think they really have an identity, right? But their identity might just be in Dearica Hamby. She might just be the leader that this team needs to lead them into the future. Will they win a ton of games this season? No. But Dearica Hamby will be dominating. Okay, this is just a teaser for what we will continue to expect. Yes, there was a little bit of firepower in her bones, I think, in terms of her playing a former team. This is a team in the Las Vegas Aces that, Dearica Hamby did not have a good ending from. It was not a good parting of the ways with Dearica and the Las Vegas Aces. And so I always like it when players play their former team and they have a little bit of edge on them. She was like, nah, okay, I'm going to Las Vegas, and I'm about to ball on y'all while my kids is in the stands watching. I'm about to make this stuff happen. 29 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist for Dearica Hamby. She really did lead the charge for this LA Sparks team. Guys, we are going to talk about specifically what the Las Vegas Aces did in just a sec, but I do want to give flowers to what the players on the Sparks were able to do, because I really did think that the Sparks played a fantastic game, and they played a game that that they had a really good chance to win. They had a really, really good chance to win. CAC says Sparks look good. They absolutely did. They absolutely did look good. And if guys, if you are a Sparks fan, I think you should be proud of the way your team handled it. I think you should be very, very proud. Very, very proud. Hooper says Hamby said she wants to get MVP votes this season. I think she can. If Dearica Hamby continues to play like this, she's at least getting 1 vote, at least. The Sparks are not going to be very good, so she has no chance of actually winning the MVP. But if she keeps this up, she's going to at least get 1 vote. Eddie says not the kids watching. I mean, them kids was in the stands. Her baby, can't do nothing. But her daughter, I think her daughter was like on a phone. I think they showed her for a hot second. But yeah, she, 2 kids, 29 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist. I didn't add it on here, but she also had 3 steals in this game as well. All right, so fantastic play for Dearica Hamby, and for sure is something that that this Sparks team is going to be able to look forward to in the future, for sure. Guys, I want to continue to talk about the players for the Los Angeles Sparks, because it wasn't just Dearica Hamby, right? I mean, though she was fantastic, it wasn't just her. You had other players, right? You had Miss Lexie Brown. Y'all, Lexie Brown, once a Sky player, always a Sky player. She did her thing today, right? She is a player who is sort of on a bounce back season. She does have Crohn's disease and has been battling that. But today, she did her thing. 16 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, also 3 steals in this game. When you look for Lexie Brown, one, you look for her to hit some 3-point shots, which she did. She was 2 of 3 from the 3-point line, or 2 of 5, I should say, from the 3-point line. You look for her to be very impactful on the offensive end, and that's what she did. She's going to get you some points, and she's going to rock out, right? Guys, if you all can hit that like button, that would be absolutely fantastic. Please, please, please hit that like button. It takes you just a second of your time. All right, it takes a second of your time, and it would really, really help the channel out. So please hit that like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. Again, takes nothing. Takes a couple seconds of your time, and that would really, really help me out a lot. We are on our road to 20,000 subscribers. And if y'all want to help me out doing that, please hit that like button and please hit that subscribe button. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's continue on to talk about these players. Lexie Brown, she did, I believe she twisted her ankle in that fourth quarter. But guys, she did come back in the game. She was down. I thought she was like down for the count for the rest of the game, but no, she did come back. She is a very, very strong woman who is, not only is she balling on the court, but she is just doing her thing in all facets. Yeah. Lexie Brown, very, very good player for this LA Sparks team, and for sure is going to be with Dearica, helping to lead this squad in the future. All right. But it wasn't just Lexie and Dearica. I thought Kia Nurse played really well as well. Kia Nurse is a player who is new kid on the block for the LA Sparks, and I thought she did her thing as well. 13 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists on the day. When you think about Kia Nurse, at least when I think about her, I think about efficiency, and she was very, very efficient from the floor today. And that's what she does. 6 of 8, doesn't really do anything to really mess up her team. Is just making the right moves at the right time, and is just a really good player to just have out there and not necessarily have to worry about her. Yes, she was quiet in that second half. I saw a comment somewhere, someone said that. Yeah, I would agree with that. Yep, I would agree with that. But she did have a great start. She did have a great start, and that's what this team needs. I think that's what this team needs. They need players that'll come off the bat and make some stuff happen. And that's something that Kia Nurse can offer the squad. And guys, I'm seeing y'all in the chat. I see people in the chat talking about Rickea Jackson. And guys, yes, Rickea Jackson really did do her thing today. Okay, she really did do her thing. Guys, she finished with 13 points. That second, it was in the first half. I can't remember if it was the first quarter or the second quarter, but Rickea Jackson, she was doing her thing, guys. She was doing her thing. She finished with 2 3-point baskets, ended up going 5 of 6 from the field. Guys, let me tell you this. Rickea Jackson has earned more minutes. She has earned more minutes on the basketball court, and I'm just saying she's not going to be on the bench for much longer. She's not going to be on the bench for much longer because she is showing herself. I mean, she is showing everybody that she can play some basketball, and she is not a regular rookie. She's not a regular rookie. Okay. Yes, this Disruptor one says, yep. She did score a lot of points in that second quarter. Yeah, she did. And yeah, she scored really quickly, and then she did get subbed out, and she sat on the bench for a good hot second. I really like Rickea Jackson. I thought she was phenomenal when she played at Tennessee. She is a player that can, in my opinion, do a little bit of everything. They played her at the 3, I believe, for a good portion of the game today, and I think she can play the 4. She can play the 3. I think that it would be wise for the LA Sparks to keep her at that small forward position, because I think she can be very, very effective when she's a small forward, sort of going up, especially going up against a smaller guard. Now, it's going to be tough for Curt Miller to make that decision when to start Rickea Jackson and who she starts over, because that's going to be kind of tough. Because, like, one, if she's going to start, she's going to start as a 3. right? It's going to be Dearica Hamby, Cameron Brink at the 5, Dearica at the 4, Rickea at the 3. Now the question is, okay, who comes off the bench? Because Kia Nurse is a 3, in my opinion. She's a 3, right? Lexie Brown is a 2. Layshia is playing their 1. And I think you would have to bench Kia Nurse if you're going to start Rickea Jackson. But Rickea Jackson, I would say you have to like weigh that out, right? Whether or not Kia Nurse should be put on the bench for Rickea Jackson. Eventually, before the season's over, I think that's what has to happen. But making the decision to bench Kia Nurse, I think that's something that they have to sort of weigh, because it's I think that sometimes it's hard to bench veteran players, especially for rookies, especially if the veteran player is playing well, and that's Kia Nurse, and so yeah, I think it's going to be difficult to bench Kia Nurse because her and Rickea Jackson plays the same position. But I do want to hear what you all have to say. Breon says, why Rickea Jackson not starting? Put her at the 3. Need fire. Why is everybody talking about firing coaches? Like, I feel like this is like a weird thing that's happening. Everybody's talking about somebody needs to get fired. No. He's a great coach. Favor says Kia Nurse is a 3. She can come off the bench, but they won't bench Kia. Yeah, I don't think they bench Kia. I don't think they bench Kia Nurse, especially because she's playing well. It'd be different if she wasn't playing well. That'd be a different thing. Let's see. Art Dog says Kia Nurse might be better off the bench. She probably a better scorer, and you need fire coming off the bench. Yeah, but Rickea Jackson also is fire coming off the bench as well. Yes, Michaela. Yes. People be so quick to fire somebody, and I'm gonna tell you what if somebody came to your job and was like, I don't like how you did that. Your company needs to fire you. Like, so quick with it, guys. No, Kurt Miller is a fantastic coach. He was at with the Connecticut Sun for a long time. Now is with the LA Sparks. He is fantastic. He really is. He's a really, really good coach. So yeah, stop with the people getting fired. I'm just saying, stop with the people getting fired. Alan says keep Kia as a starter. I think that's what they're gonna do. I think they're gonna keep her as a starter. Lilac says, as soon as one thing goes wrong, everybody wants to fire someone. I know, right? Like, it's weird. It's weird. Honestly says, let Jackson come off the bench. Nurse is playing well. New watchers don't understand how this works. Yeah, I mean, it's a seniority thing, right? Especially if the veteran player is actually playing well, which Kia Nurse absolutely is. I think in the event that they decide, actually, you're not going to start Rickea Jackson's not going to start, I think still giving her 22 to 25 minutes a game, I think would still be pretty awesome. All right. She could be a player that decides, you know what? I'm not going to start. I'm okay with that. Let me try to be the best 6-man possible. All right. Let me try to be the best sixth man possible. Because she could do it, you know. She could be the first man off the bench for this LA Sparks team and do her thing. Absolutely do her thing. But guys, Rickea Jackson was not the only rookie. We also had Cameron Brink. Now, guys, Cameron Brink does finish the game with 3 points. So, sure, if you just look at that, not that great, right? Not that great. She had 3 points. She was 1 of 7 from the field. But, guys, Cameron Brink was the best in college. And it looks like she is going to be one of the best in the WNBA when it comes to block shots, guys. You are not reading that wrong on my screen. It is correct. She had 5 blocks in this game. 5 blocks. All right. Yes, she does finish with 3 points. Absolutely. She's going to improve on that as time goes on. To me, not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. I think this was a really, really good game for Cameron Brink. But this game is a reminder to her that the WNBA, they are going to call those fouls on you. So with the swinging of the elbow, with the when you're blocking the shot, if your arms are kind of down a little bit, if your arms are slanted and they're not straight up, you're getting the foul called on you. Okay, you have to anticipate what the refs are going to call. And Cameron Brink, defensively, oh, fantastic. It's just that they need her on the court. She only played 25 minutes in this game. Had she not been in foul trouble, she would have for sure played 35 minutes in this game. Had she not got into foul trouble, because Kurt Miller wants her on the court. The LA Sparks succeed when she is on the court, right? And something that she has to work on is keeping those arms straight up. Absolutely, you want to block everything, but you can't block everything because sometimes you're in a bad angle and the refs are going to call that foul. But to me, I thought she had a really good game. There's some stuff that she absolutely has to work on because some referees are going to call that. It was some stuff that she was doing. In terms of like back and forth between her and Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson was mad at Cameron Brink because Asia Wilson was like, "Hey, she doing the elbow." Like she was swinging that elbow though. She was swinging that elbow. You know, it was not called today, but in the future it will be called. So that's something that she has to work on. And that's something that she for sure has to work on. Marcus says if the arms are slanted in the block, it's still legal just as long as nobody yes, but when she's slanting her arms, she's touching the players. So there was one that she got the foul called on. Her arms are a little bit slanted, and her hand hit Asia Wilson's wrist, and they called that a foul. So if her arms are, her arms technically can be slanted and it not be a foul. But if it's slanted and she's touching up, like she's hitting a part of the other player's body, it's going to be a foul and they're going to call it. So the way that she can avoid that is just straight up, girl. You know, if you want to be slanted to get that block, have your arm straight up and just move your hand down. Flap your hand down to get that block. But don't make contact with the player because they're going to call it. But overall, she didn't get all of those calls that she probably should have got today. She probably should have got fouled out, but she didn't. She probably didn't get it. But yeah, that's something that she has to work on. But to me, I don't want people to take a look at the box score and be like, oh, 3 points. Cameron Brink played bad. I thought Cameron Brink had a great game. I really do. I thought she had a great game. She has to work on the the uh, um, the fouls, and specifically she has to avoid those elbows, because while it wasn't really called today, it will be called in the future. So that's something that she has to work on. Eugene says Plum was mad at Brink. Did y'all see? I forget who fouled her, but Plum Dog got fouled, fell to the ground, turned to the camera, and looked like, I know y'all saw that foul, right? And then got back up. I thought that was a pretty fun moment. I thought that was pretty fun. Kamar says, imagine Asia Wilson being your matchup in your second W game ever and not dying. A win in my books. Oh man. Art Dog says, I don't consider 3 points a good game, but I thought she played well towards the end. Yeah, but so here's the thing. If a 3-year player had 3 points, yeah, I wouldn't consider that a good game. But again, the way I am judging these rookies may be different than how you all are judging these rookies. I'm judging the rookies based off of, did they play better than what I expected, and also did they show up and contribute in a positive way towards their team. And I believe Cameron Brink did that. I believe Cameron Brink did that. And so that's why I thought she had a good game. Now, 3 points in August from Cameron Brink? No, not a good one. But for her second game ever, I thought it was pretty awesome. Oh, so Cameron Brink fouled Plum Dog on that one? Yeah, that was funny. that was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. Yeah, Lilac says Cam is gunning for that defensive player of the year / rookie of the year. I mean, I think for sure she's gunning for the defensive player of the year. She's gonna have to score more points to get rookie of the year, but defensive player of the year for sure. I think she's in the running for that for sure. That's a great start. So guys, just so you all know, I just want to do a quick, I don't have a graphic for this, but I do want to do a verbal recap of the LA Sparks. So in terms of bench production, Rickea Jackson was their bench production. She had 13 points coming off the bench. Stephanie Talbot had 2 points. Zia Cooke had 4 points. So not that much bench scoring for the LA Sparks. It really was the starters who kind of did everything for the LA Sparks. Dearica Hamby, again, 29 points. Cameron Brink, 3 points. Layshia Clarendon, 2 points. Lexie Brown, 16 points. Kia Nurse, 13 points. And that really was the ball game. That was all 82 points for the LA Sparks. Having a player like Rickea Jackson come off the bench, yes, sure. Could she be starting on the squad? Yes, but Kia Nurse is playing well. I don't think it's likely that they bench Kia Nurse. I think it's more likely for Rickea Jackson to be the first man off the bench every game and having her ball out of control. If she can continue to do this and bring offensive production, bring energy to the squad coming off the bench, that's a great spot for her. That's a great spot for her, and as time goes on, her minutes will continue to increase, even though she's coming off the bench. So that was the LA Sparks. Now I do want to talk about what the Las Vegas Aces are doing. Actually, let's get some more of y'all comments. Linda says Brinks had 9 rebounds and 5 blocks. Come on. Yep, she did. She did great. Yep. Our dog says LA playing well, but still 0-2. They keep losing. People will get restless. Possibly, but you know, I mean, it's not like they're losing games that they should be winning, right? That's not the case. LA versus Atlanta, I mean, it made sense that Atlanta was going to win that game, and they did. Playing against Las Vegas, yeah, Las Vegas is one of the best teams in the WNBA, reigning champs. So it makes sense that you're going to lose. But as the games go on, I'm interested to see LA versus the Washington Mystics, which is going to happen on the 21st. Like, that to me is going to be a good test of what this LA team can actually do. They play Washington and then they play Indiana. So I am very much interested in watching those 2 games. Mazin says, let's talk about Kate Martin. Okay. All right, let's talk about the Las Vegas Aces. And before we talk about Kate Martin, I gotta talk about the lady known as A'ja Wilson. A'ja Wilson, guys, continues to do her thing. She did have a very, very slow start, in my opinion. I thought she had a very, very slow start. She was missing shots that I would say she would normally make. But she does have a great finish to this game and does finish with 22 points. She also added in 10 rebounds, 1 assist. She had 3 steals. Also, I probably should have added that to the graphic. 3 steals. She was absolutely herself, right? You know, hit a 3-point shot. The 3-point shot is something that A'ja Wilson can absolutely make. Supposedly she makes them quite a bit in practice, but she doesn't really do that as much in the game. But today she shot 2 3-pointers, missed 1. She is a woman that is focused. She is, in my opinion, in terms of getting her body right, she is like the LeBron of the WNBA. She is a player who she is in tip-top shape at all times. I don't know what she does over the summer. Whatever her regimen is, whoever she works with, like her trainers, all that stuff, I think the WNBA players, specifically WNBA post players, need to study A'ja Wilson and get with A'ja Wilson and find out what she is doing in the offseason. Because she is in tip-top shape, guys. And, like, absolutely, she is, has been top dog for forever, from college, going to the WNBA. But, guys, the thing to know is she doesn't go overseas. A'ja Wilson stays in America. A'ja Wilson does not go overseas. She doesn't play in Athletes Unlimited. She doesn't play in these leagues, but she is still tip-top shape. Whatever she does, people need to study it and people need to do it because she has to. I'm assuming she has to spend a lot of money on her body to keep that in tip-top shape, just like on the NBA side LeBron does. So that's why I made the comparison between LeBron, because he's older. She's not older. She's in her 20s, but such good shape that she starts off the WNBA awesome. And that's something that, absolutely players need to take note of. What is she doing in the offseason? Because whatever she is doing, y'all need to be doing it too. I'm just saying. The post players of the WNBA, y'all need to be doing that too. Okay? I'm just saying. But again, A'ja Wilson is A'ja Wilson. Even though she has a bad in her for her a bad start. She does her thing. She does her thing. Brenda says, I always wonder what they do in the offseason. That's a long time. Most players go overseas. What she does, I don't know. I want to know. Hooper says she is a great leader as well. Yep, she is. She is. Michaela says, now that you mention it, what does she do in the offseason to get this in shape? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what she does, but it's working for her though. Whatever it is working for her. KJ says she signed to Nike. She don't have to go overseas, I think. What? No, she doesn't have to go overseas. That's not the thing. Going overseas, yes, sure, you get paid a good amount of money, but it's not just about the money. It's for also staying in basketball shape. Right? It's also for staying in basketball shape. And she didn't go overseas, didn't play in any leagues that we know of. She wrote a book, did a whole press tour and all that stuff. And still, season starts, she's killing the game. Hooper says, them Vegas facilities be nice, just saying. Sure. It's one thing to have a great practice facility and a great training area to go to every single day, even in the off season. But it's another thing to actually use that and use that very, very effectively. I'm just saying. She's still doing something. She's doing a lot of something in the off season. P. Lewis says she probably eats right. Diet and nutrition makes a major difference. It does. FM says for A'ja standards, it was a bad start. It was, but she got it going in the end, though. She got it going in the end. All right. Yeah, our dog, it is. Yeah. The WNBA season is very short. It's the summer. So you have basically the entire school season, the American school season, to do something. And a lot of players go overseas, and being off for so long, it can make players rusty if they didn't go overseas and if they didn't play in a league or whatever, but not A'ja Wilson. Not A'ja Wilson, okay? Not her. All right. Let's continue on because it wasn't just A'ja Wilson who was doing her thing for her squad. We also had Kelsey Plum do her thing. Kelsey Plum did finish the game with, I thought she had a really good game. She had 17 points in this one. She had 5 assists, 1 rebound, 3 steals, lots of steals in this game. She does what she does best. She hits threes. She gets to the paint. She gets to the foul line. She makes funny expressions in the camera. That's Kelsey Plum for you. That is Kelsey Plum for you. And Plum Dog was doing her thing. She was doing her thing in this game. I don't know what much else to say. But A'ja was killing it. Kelsey Plum was killing it. You had the player who is a absolute positive unit in Jackie Young, who was the starting point guard for the squad today. Jackie Young is a freight train. Jackie Young is a freight train who just keeps getting better and better and better and better. She, former number 1 pick, struggled a little bit to start off, but really found her groove, 2 years ago. Last year, she was phenomenal in terms of scoring, especially. But today, guys, y'all reading that right. 11 assists. 11 assists from Jackie Young. Because it's not just about Jackie Young scoring, which we know she can do. She did it last year. She did it the year before that. We know that Jackie Young can score, but when her point guard is injured, is out, what does Jackie Young do? Jackie Young is like, okay, I'm a scorer. I'm gonna score y'all some buckets, and I'm also gonna pass that ball. I'm gonna pass that thing around, okay? And I'm gonna make it happen. Guys, they said at the end of the game that Jackie Young contributed to 52 points in this game for the Las Vegas Aces. Guys, the Aces scored 89 points. She contributed to 52 points from scoring herself, from passing. Guys, Jackie Young is special. She is absolutely special. She is a player who continues to get better and better and better and show different facets of herself, right? It's just, she's great. She really is. And guys, I talk about A'ja Wilson being in tip-top shape. Jackie Young is a brick wall. Jackie Young is a brick wall. If you run into her, you might get the foul called on you, and she doesn't fall. She stands there. She stands there, and she is like, "Yep, I'm not gonna fall. I'm gonna do what I need to do." And the times that she speaks, y'all know it was a foul against her. Okay. There was one time, I think it was the second half, I think, where she got hit in the face, and then she complained to the refs. Like, it's very rare that Jackie Young complains. A lot of players in the WNBA complain a lot. Jackie Young don't really talk. She don't. She let her game do the talking for her, and when she does talk, she getting messed up. She getting messed. It's a foul. Shout out to Coconut. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really do appreciate that. Super chats really do help the channel, and I really do appreciate all of the people who are giving super chats. Let's see some of y'all comments. Trent says, Quita, I just found your channel a few days ago, and I love your channel. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And Trent finishes it up by saying, also, go Sparks. Yeah, I mean, Trent, you should be very happy about your team today. I thought your team played well. I thought your team played really well, and and you all should be excited about it. Michaela says Jackie improves every year. Her work ethic is up there with A'ja. I agree. Trent, we talked about Cameron Brink earlier today. We talked about her like maybe 15 minutes ago. But she did. I thought she had a really good game. She had 3 points, 5 blocks, 8 rebounds. So to me, she was really, really good. She did have 4 fouls though, so fouling is going to be something that she has to work on in the future for sure. That's something she has to work on. Our dog says Kelsey Plum and Jackie Young in the backcourt is simply unfair, and they didn't have Gray. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Jackie Young is capable of doing what she did today with 9 assists. It's just that she's not asked to do it normally, right? But today, the ball was in her hands a lot more, and the team was relying on her, and she stepped up. This is something that, Jackie Young can do. Kelsey Plum, if she needed to, she could do it too, right? It's tough. It is tough. Marcus says Angel Reese about to get down tonight against Dallas Wings. Yep, I can't wait for that game. I am excited to watch that game. Yeah, I will for sure be watching it. I'm not sure if I'll go live after. Actually, I probably will. I'll probably go live after that. After that game is over. There'll be 3 lives today. That's a lot of lives. That's a lot of lives. Brenda says Jackie has the face of an angel, but is built like a brick wall. Facts. Facts. Facts, facts, facts. CS says Jackie Young is a monster. What about her as an MVP candidate in tandem with A'ja? Sure, but I mean, when you're talking about the Las Vegas Aces, it's A'ja Wilson who is the candidate for MVP. Absolutely, Jackie Young is phenomenal, and even if she keeps up what she's doing, what she did today, I still don't think she wins over A'ja. I think they'll always pick A'ja over her. And also, I think in general, there's a post bias when it comes to MVP in general. So it would for sure go to A'ja Wilson if it was between those two. But yeah, Jackie Young is a straight up baller, and for sure will be in the running for first team. For sure will be in the running for first team. Gene says Young was the star of the game. Money Martin played 27 minutes, which was shocking to me. Becky must really love the rookie. And love the rookie she does. I mean, guys, let me talk about Kate Martin here. Let me talk about Kate Martin because yes, Kate Martin finishes the game with 3 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Okay, if you look at that stat, you're probably like, whatever, not that big of a deal. But guys, you have to go further than just the stat line when you're talking about Kate Martin and what she was able to do today. She played 26 minutes in this game, and the reason why is because she was the X factor for this team. She was a player who came in and she played good defense. Really, really good defense. She hustled on. She made the right moves in terms of where. Here's the thing. The thing I liked about Kate Martin is that she knew what she needed to do on offense in terms of spacing, and she got out the way. She got out the way on offense, and she got it to her teammates, or when she was passing the ball, and then she moved out the way. This is something that sometimes I feel like could be a tough part for rookies is the fact that they come from college and they're the man in college, right? And they're someone who's always looking to get the ball back, right? They pass the ball and whatnot, and they're looking to get the ball back, and they're looking to be very influential in a play. But the thing, it's not just about you scoring points. It's about you recognizing the talent that you have on your squad and saying, okay, great. I got the ball to A'ja Wilson. A'ja Wilson has the ball. Let me run to the other side, and let me pull my defender away so to let A'ja Wilson get to work. There was a specific moment in the game where I saw Kate Martin sort of run her man off to the other side so that way A'ja can work. But it wasn't just A'ja. It was smart basketball, smart spacing on the offensive end. So yes, she does just end up with 3 points. She had that 3-point shot that she made, I believe it was in the first half. I believe it was the second quarter. So yes, she does just end up with that. But to me, her offensive spacing is another thing that kept her on the court, because it's not just about scoring. It's about being at the right spot at the right time. And sometimes the right spot is you running into the corner and bringing your man over there. So that way, the part of the court is open for your teammates to work. Right. It wasn't just, she didn't just do it for A'ja Wilson. She did it for her other teammates. And to me, like that, those are small details. Those are very, very small details that never shows up on the stat sheet. But those are the small details that will keep a coach, that will have a coach keep you in the game. That's team basketball. That is a team player. And to me, that continued to help Kate Martin's case in this game. But it wasn't just her offensively, defensively. Ooh, she did her thing today. I thought she had some really, really good defense, a good one-on-one defense. I thought she had good help defense. Overall, I think she had a really good game. I really do. I really think she had a good game. And it says something for you to be on the reigning championship team and you play 26 minutes. Kate Martin played more minutes than anybody on the bench for this Las Vegas Aces team. Yes, they are down Chelsea Gray. And yes, Chelsea Gray being out did contribute to Kate Martin getting a lot of minutes. If we saw Chelsea Gray healthy in that starting lineup, Kate Martin would have not had this many minutes. She wouldn't have. But when doesn't matter what happens, hey, teammates can get injured or whatever, are you ready? Are you ready to help your team out? And she was. And I thought she played well. And guys, you can't forget that fantastic block that she had at the end of the game. I thought that was pretty nice. But I thought she was really, really good. I thought she was really, really good today. She showed that she's ready. But she did make a mistake at the end of the game, because she was, at first I thought that Kate Martin was going to finish out the game, because she was in the game at the end, and then she made a mistake, and then Becky was like, nope. But for Kate Martin to be in the game in crucial moments of the game where the Aces still haven't even won yet, they're still trying to make some stuff happen. To me, I think that's crucial. I think that is very, very crucial. So yeah, she would have stayed in the game had she not made that mistake right at the end. But overall, she did her thing. She did her thing in this game. Marique says, can't wait to see more of her the rest of the season. I can't wait. I can't wait either. I think she's really, really good. FM says, great player, passes the ball and gets out the way. Okay. Yeah. I mean, and that's, to me, that's what this Las Vegas Aces team needs. They that's what they need. Play good defense. Do your thing. If you get an open shot, hit that 3-point shot. But also get out the way and let your teammates work. And that's what happened. That is what happened, and I thought it was nice. I thought it was really, really nice. Peace Love Jen says, even Don Staley tweeted, Kate Martin is a G. Oh man. I mean, she did her thing. Kate Money Martin did her thing. Mitchell says, real solid performance. Mike says, makes me think she has a future in the W. She for sure does. She for sure. Yeah, Francine, I completely agree. Yep. I completely agree. Yep, she is in the perfect spot. Trinell says, I wish Dyaisha Fair played more, or at least got in the game for this game. Yep. Why do you think she's not being played? I mean, this is Las Vegas Aces. I personally was not really expecting even Kate Martin to really play. This is a Las Vegas Aces team. This is a coach in Becky Hammond that does not play bench players. She doesn't. Her starters, for the most part, play the entire time. This has been the case since she has been the coach for the Las Vegas Aces, and it's worked out really, really well. So I was not expecting to see many minutes from Kate Martin today. I was thinking, okay, maybe she plays 5 minutes. I wasn't expecting her to play much in this game. Dyaisha Fair, I wasn't expecting Dyaisha Fair to play at all today unless there was foul trouble with Jackie Young. Dyaisha Fair is probably not going to get many minutes at all. I just think it is what it is. I think that is what it is. Becky Hammond runs the team how she wants to run it. She doesn't really play the bench players unless she feels like she needs to. And that's how it is. That's how it's going to continue to be. And you know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a ton of thoughts about it. While this team has 12 players on the roster, we're probably only, for the most part, going to see 8 players max play each game. Maybe even some games we'll see 7 players play. That's how Becky runs her team. But players who don't get in the game, they better be ready. They better be ready because injuries can happen, foul trouble can happen, and that's something that the Las Vegas Aces is going to need their bench for. But for the most part, yeah, Dyaisha Fair is not going to really play. Kierstan Bell is not going to really play. Emma Cannon is not going to really play. That it just is what it is, right? Megan Gustafson is going to play because Kiah Stokes is going to need to get out of the game, right? Kate Martin is probably going to play more because of this game. She might be, one of the players who comes off the bench and actually get some minutes for the Las Vegas Aces. We'll see. Becky Hammond runs it the way she wants to run it, and it works. It works. So, I mean, you can't, in my opinion, you can't really complain about it because, hey, Dyaisha Fair just got $100,000 by the city of Las Vegas as an endorsement. She is on the best team in the WNBA. She gets to play with some of the best players in the world every single day at practice. She's not going to play that much. Of course, she wants to play. Of course, everybody wants to play. But it is what it is. And she's still in the best position possible. She is at the best spot that she could possibly be at in the WNBA. She probably won't get that much playing time at all this season. It is what it is. Ultimately, it's fine. I mean, dude, you literally just got $100,000. Like, I don't know what more could you ask for, really? To be honest with you, what more could you ask for? So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts there. CAC says the real question is, was Pancake there? Probably wasn't. I don't know if they can they let dogs in the arena? I don't know. But yeah, guys, that's kind of my thoughts about this game. FM says, yeah, Quita, if you don't play, you don't have a resume. No resume, get you run out the league. Sure. But it depends on if Becky wants you to stay with her team, right? Because look at Kierstan Bell. Kierstan Bell has been with third year with the Las Vegas Aces, won 2 championships. You know, Kierstan Bell barely played rookie year. Played a little bit more last year, but not that much. She just got an extension. Got a qualifying offer from the Las Vegas Aces to stay on that team. So yeah, I think it depends. If the Aces still want you on a team, then you're solid. You know, so. But yeah, in general, yes, FM. In general, I agree with your premise. I agree. But I think the Las Vegas Aces is a very, very special case. Very, very special case. Yeah, Orange. Yep, the whole roster got 100K. And supposedly the WNBA is investigating it. It was 100K per player. 100K per player. Booker B says, first of all, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, after seeing the Sparks, do you still think the Fever will win? No. No, I don't. I now think it's going to be a way, 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 way closer game than I expected. Way closer game than I expected. So yeah. Yeah, so now I am not sure who's going to win between the LA Sparks and the Indiana Fever. The LA Sparks are way better than I expected, which is a fantastic thing. I love when players need to when players and teams exceed my expectations. I love it. I think that's great. So yeah, I'm not sure now. I'm not sure who's going to win. Good question though. Yeah. Andre says Chicago will win today. I hope so. Guys, Angel Reese graduated today, so shout out to Angel Reese. Shout out to her. She's about the ball today. I think she's about the ball. Eugene says USA needs a real developmental league for the for women's basketball. Yeah, I would agree with that. And I think there's a chance that Athletes Unlimited could kind of be that. Not quite, but kind of. So, yeah. Look at CAC answering questions for the people. Yep. CAC is right. Yep. Playback's going to take a couple weeks. On the long estimate is 3 weeks, but hopefully it's shorter than that. But CAC be man, CAC be rocking with me. You know everything. That's fantastic. Goodness Ready says, that's nice. Like your mom said, their owner was probably listening to you, Quita. Who is the W to tell an owner what to do with their money? Yeah, but in this case, this was a sponsorship. This was a sponsorship from Las Vegas. It was their It was the Las Vegas government. It seemed like the Chamber of Commerce or something like that. Some sort of like official thing for Las Vegas. I will be doing more research on this and actually I'm not sure if I'll make it a separate video or if I'll include it in Monday's edition of Women's Basketball Weekly, but I will have a deep dive on this 100K. All right, I will do a deep dive on that. Brenda says Sid says she got on 10 years with no stats. So yeah. The Las Vegas Aces is a different. The same rules do not apply for other players and other teams than it does for the Las Vegas Aces. Okay, they're different. They're a different beast. They're a different animal. All right. Adrian says, "Don't jinx my angel. Let's not talk about her until the game is over." Okay. All right. We won't. No more angel talk. All right, because Adrian does not want to jinx Angel. Okay. CAC says, "I'm excited to see you on playback." I am excited too. I hope it will happen sooner than we expect. But I am working because guys, as you can see, I'm trying to work out my graphics a little bit more, and I'm trying to see, like, even if I don't want to wait all the whole 3 weeks to get on playback, I'm trying to see if maybe there's some way to, like, elevate the look of YouTube itself and whatnot. So yeah, work in progress, guys. If y'all have suggestions, or if y'all have like examples of, like, oh, look at what this person's doing on their streams, or like whatever, let me know. I am looking to improve the way this stuff looks. I'm looking to improve it. So have suggestions. I have ears. I am ready to hear what y'all have to say on ways to improve the different graphics, to improve just everything I have going on here, because I really do love doing this stuff. I love exploration. I love doing something new. Like, I love it. I absolutely love it. So yeah, I will continue to make this stuff look better as time goes on. Peace, love, Jen. Thank you so much. Giving us some clarity. Appreciate you. Says it was the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority. Okay. All right. That is very, very official. So I don't know what exactly the WNBA is investigating, but this was an outside body doing their stuff, and saying, hey, the Las Vegas Aces are bringing a lot of people to the city of Las Vegas. So in turn, we want to use their image and likeness for our advertising, and so we're going to pay them to do that. And I think that's awesome. I think that is absolutely, positively awesome. Orange says Brink and Caitlin have to stay out of foul trouble. I mean, I think in general, foul trouble is going to be something that some rookies will struggle with, because the WNBA is a different beast, and it may take a little while to, like, understand what is going to get called and whatnot. So yeah, they'll figure it out. Nah, come on, goodness rated. Come on. Let's give Christy Side some time. This is her second year for the Indiana Fever. This team is, she improved the team year over year from 2022 to 2023. Definite changes in terms of the spacing and in terms of personnel for today's game versus Thursday's game. So give her some time, please give her some time. I know sometimes y'all want stuff like that, but give her some time. I am still not sure how she is as a head coach yet, because to me, the way to tell about whether or not a head coach is good or not, they need at least 2 years under their belt to get a good idea about how they are. All right. So I believe it is only fair for us to give Christy Side some time. And you have to admit she did improve game over game. The first game against the game against Las Vegas, or the game against New York at first, and then today. Dramatic improvement. There is a lot of pressure, a lot of stress on Christy Sides. Sure, that's the nature of coaching, right? But I do believe she deserves more time before everyone starts calling for her resignation or like whatever. Because, guys, in a couple weeks, y'all may be singing a new tune about Christy Sides. All right, so I'm just saying. Hooper says your graphics are great. You're doing great. Oh, thank you. I'm trying. But again, if y'all have ideas, if y'all have thoughts, let me know. Yeah. I don't think I got it all figured out. So yeah. Let me know what y'all want to see in terms of graphics and whatnot, and we can make this stuff happen. Okay. Thank you. All right. Our CS Racing Report says, by the way, are you what do you do? Racing Report. Is that like stock racing? I'm curious. I am very, very curious. Says there's a higher paying developmental league. It's Europe. Yeah. If the WNBA puts teams in non-pro towns in college markets, you have less debt risk and more clubs, enough to have a WNBA league too. But yeah, I mean, yes. Europe and China is a developmental league of sorts, and that's how a lot of players use it. Honestly, yes, they use it as a payday, but also you see players get better and better overseas, and then they come back and they're dominant. You know. Constance says, I hate the Chicago games so late. Yeah. Late games suck. They do suck. Dee says, y'all wow, feeling like she isn't a good coach. I agree. Guys, I think that quite a bit people are way too hard on coaches after we haven't seen much. It's different if she has been the coach of the Indiana Fever for the head coach for the Indiana Fever for several years. Like, let's say she's been the coach for like 3-4 years, and the team is struggling and losing a lot of games and yada yada yada, disjointed, all that good stuff. If that's the case, okay, sure, you may have an argument, but this is her second year as a head coach. Give her some time. I'm sure this lady is stressed out up the wazoo because, yeah, I mean, you have a player like Caitlin Clark who joins your team, and now you have millions of people scrutinizing your work. Millions of people. That's a lot. That is a whole lot. So, you know, give her some grace. Give her some time. This is the start of her second year. It's fine. Okay. Daphne says, "Love these recaps after the games." Oh, thank you. I'm happy. I'm happy y'all enjoy them because, yeah, if y'all enjoy them, I'll keep doing them. I'll keep trying to do them. Won't be able to do every single game, but I'll try to do as many as I can. All right, guys. I think that is really, really good. All right. I think I might call it quits now. I'll call it quits. But guys, I do want to say thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for commenting in the chat. Thank you for hitting that like button. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. I really do appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Guys, this is very, very fun doing this, hanging out with y'all after these games. It's a fun time. So guys, I will try my best to be right here after the Chicago Sky game is over. I'll for sure watch the game. So I'll probably just come on for probably a quick 30 minutes after the game is over to recap that. Again, Sky versus Wings today. That's going to be a fun one to watch. As y'all know, I am a Sky fan, so I will be rooting for the Sky. But I also try to be very, very fair with my commentary. regardless of if it's a team I like or not. So I will not give you a Chicago only recap. I will give you a general recap, but with a little bit more emphasis on the Chicago Sky, because that is my team. But anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I appreciate y'all for the support. Truly, 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 guys, I cannot believe the fact that we are 14,000 strong, guys. 14,000 strong, and I don't know. It sort of boggles my mind to really think about the fact that that this community is the size that it is, and it's extremely humbling. And I'm extremely, extremely grateful for this platform that you guys have given me, because this is a whole community. This is you guys. This is the awesome people of the internet, and your support, your consistency. So I really do thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I really do thank you all for rocking with me. I don't take this for granted at all, and I want you all to know that I take this extremely seriously, and I try my best to give you all the best recaps, commentary, analysis, research that I possibly can. I am one person, but I love this thing. I love the game of women's basketball. I love this community. I love what we have built. And yeah, I just I thank y'all. I thank y'all. I thank y'all. I thank y'all. I thank y'all so much. Yeah, it truly is absolutely freaking fantastic. Yeah, I just want to see if there's any other comments. CS Racing Report says horse racing. Oh, horse racing. Okay. All right. CS Racing Report does horse racing with a plan to do women's sports, including women's basketball. The crazed Clark fans want sides out and Bluter and ASAP. And though I think she isn't the brightest bulb in the box, sides needs time. All right, well, CS Racing Report, when you start doing some women's basketball commentary, send me the links to your videos. I would love to check them out. I am not a horse racing person, so I probably won't watch your horse racing videos. But if you make some women's basketball videos, I'll check them out. I try my best to sort of go in these women's basketball YouTube streets and support all the people who are making commentary. So yeah, when you start making some stuff, hit me up. Charles19 says, Quita, love your shirt. Yeah. This is an old shirt. This is from the Gospel Run. It's a race that was done in Chicago. I don't even know if it's still done. I ran this race. It was a 5K. I ran it like I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I thought it was pretty fun. It was on the lakefront. It's called the Gospel Run, though. It was really only music at the start and finish. I thought it was going to be like speakers throughout where they're going to be playing music, but it wasn't. But yeah, that's where this shirt is from. I don't know if it's still a thing, but if it is, I probably should Google it to see if it's still a thing, because I thought it was a fun race. I will try to. I believe your name is spelled Shahid, Shahid Bey. Correct me if I'm pronouncing it wrong. I want to make sure I pronounce people's names right. But anyway, says, will you ever do a watch with Quita? So on playback, I am on playback now. Stuff is getting worked out. So it looks like in 3 weeks I'll be able to start live streaming WNBA games where you're actually going to be watching the game, and I'm going to be in like a small little box giving commentary throughout the game. So that's in the works. Hopefully that will be figured out and all good to go very, very soon. So yeah. But if not, I will absolutely. I want to do that on YouTube as well as an opportunity as well. So I'm trying to work out what's the best layout and how to do it right, because I don't want to just do something just to do it. I want to make stuff that seems appealing, that I would probably watch. Stuff I want to make stuff that I would watch, because if I would watch it, my assumption is more people will want to watch it too. So yeah, that's sort of the criteria that I use to talk about stuff. Hooper says this is like Nightcap but better and for WNBA. Guys, that's a huge compliment. Nightcap is phenomenal. I think they're like almost 1 million subscribers or whatever. You have Shannon Sharp, Ocho Cinco, Gilbert Arenas, like they doing their thing over there. But yeah, that's high praise right there. I appreciate that comparison. I appreciate it. CAC says 14,000. Let's get to that. 20,000. Been with you since last year. CAC, I appreciate that. I really, really, really do. I really, really do. Shania says, are you coming out June 23rd? What's on June 23rd? I mean, if that's a Sky game, I'll be there. Yeah, if that's a Sky game, I will be there. Yeah, I don't, June 23rd is not ringing a bell to me right now. Oh, it's Sky versus Fever. Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah, I'll be there. Yep. So the Sky play the Fever. So yeah, I will for sure be there. Jakari says, Quita, who's that dog back there? That's Mr. President. That's one of my dogs. He can be very vocal at times. He can be very, very vocal. Yes, correct. Yep. Jakari says, once you get a copyright strike for showing the game live, now you could just put the scoreboard up from ESPN for everyone else to see. So I am working with Playback. So Playback is an official partner of the WNBA. And so this is an official thing. All right. This is an official thing. So this will be on Playback. This will be sanctioned. So I won't have to worry about that. I will not have to worry about that at all. All right. So yeah. That's why it's taking a little bit longer. I guess Playback is I guess working through final stuff with the WNBA. But yeah. So this will be legit. There will not be a copyright strike because this will be right in line with them. But this will not be on YouTube. This will be on Playback. I dropped the link to Playback in my communities tab. So if y'all want to just join my page right now, you all can. And then when this is up and running, we'll be able to start streaming from Playback with the game showing and then me in a small little box. And not a copyright issue because the WNBA is a official partner of, or Playback is a partner with the WNBA. So this is sanctioned stuff. But yes, otherwise, yes, that is a huge copyright issue. Otherwise. All right. Hooper says, I'm working on WNBA commentary and videos. I'm learning from you, girl. I love watching your channel grow. I can definitely see the growth. Saw your channel last season. Hooper, I didn't know you made content. Guys, support Hooper. Hooper, I gotta check out your channel. So I will make sure to do that. But yeah, I love seeing more creators like doing a thing. So shout out to you, Hooper. I am going to be I'm gonna search for you now and try to see content. I love it. All right, guys. Yeah, if you guys also are like creators, hey, let me know. I'll check out your channel too. For the most part, you know, I mainly just do basketball related stuff on YouTube. I watch some food stuff too. But yeah. Hooper says haven't posted any videos yet, but I'm in the. Oh, okay. Well, Hooper, when you are, let me know. All right, I would love to check it out. Oh, Shahid. Okay, great. Shahid. All right, thank you so much for the pronunciation, Shahid Bay. I appreciate you for rocking with me. Appreciate y'all's support, guys. I've just been on here rambling for the last couple minutes, so I am going to leave y'all here. Again, I truly appreciate y'all's support. I am excited about watching the Chicago Sky versus Indiana Fever later today. That game should be very fun to watch. That game is happening at 7 p.m., so in about an hour or so. And then late night game is Atlanta versus Phoenix. That is happening 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern time. Very late game, but it should be fun. All right, guys, I appreciate y'all support. Again, thank y'all so much. Hit that like button on y'all way out. And until next time, guys, bye-bye.